Hi, my loves. Jeray, my lady girl from around the way, where we have culture, girl, not me forgetting what we have. Wee, baby. Let me tell you one thing about it. I'm keeping it pushing. I'm keeping this in. Hi, my loves. It's Jeray, my lady girl from around the way. We have culture, conversation, and community. Okay, let's get into it, y'all. Listen, if at first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again, honey. Girl, it's a lot. Let's get into it. So we have the final performance from Joseline's Cabaret, okay? And so Zeus gives us a recap like they always do. Oh, wait, before I get into it, y'all, make sure y'all like this video. Go ahead and hit that like button. It's your way of saying hello. Didn't your mama ever tell you when you go into somebody's house, you say hello? Okay, you be the one to say hello. So this is your way of saying hi. How are you? I appreciate you so much. If you like this type of commentary, culture commentary, anything about Black people, retro reality TV reviews, or anything in between, make sure you go ahead and subscribe. Okay, put your pocketbook down as long as you don't put it on the ground. So Zeus gives a recap like they always do. They're really, really good for that. So their first performance of the cabaret tour is going to be in Houston, Texas. Okay, Area 29 or Dallas, Texas, wherever it is. And Jocelyn is excited. Okay, she's pulling in. She got her, her mind isn't right where it need to be. I love how she does this dark underline under eye. I don't even know what it's called anymore because I stopped doing that like fucking maybe in high school because I have like naturally dark under eyes, so I can't even imagine putting any black thing underneath it there, girl, and trying to get that off, and it's all darkened for the rest of the day. But I love how Jocelyn does it because she has these really big, bright doe eyes. This is part of the reason why I like Andrea too. I like them girls with those dark eyes underneath, like not under eye bags. I hope you know what I'm talking about. Girl, this coffee is kicking my ass, clearly. So she looks good. And so we no, what? Girl, these people is going crazy today. I'm not. I'm really not. But so they're doing the performance and it really looks fun, okay? I feel like the girls all looked good. Jocelyn, say what you want about her. She's gonna put on a good show at the minimum. You know what I mean? All of the girls were excited. It just looked sultry and sexy. Envy had a she had a solo with the whole, candle and the coohee. And Neek had a solo on a pole. We seen Ocean's girl. Ocean's look a mess. I'm so sorry. I thought she was gonna be a cute, fun kid girl. She is terrible. All right. She just don't look good to me. But it looks really fun. It hit them. Tell me how you want it, that you need it. And I don't know. I feel like also another keynote that I took away from this was the money that was being thrown. Like when you remember Jocelyn's Cabaret, she was going for a different target audience. Okay, she was thinking elevated, upscale, Vegas, white men, money, cigar lounge. This is given chicken wings, platters, French fries, and I got a couple $2 in my pockets. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I feel like the money that was being thrown was probably coming from the Zeus network. Okay, I mean at least not until we get down into the nitty gritty of the actual cabaret. So after that, they go to like an elimination dinner, okay? And so the girls are just sitting there. It was given very much Baddies East, sitting at the table, and then Jocelyn's at the head, and you know, it's just given very much like Baddies. We're going to see who's who and what's what. And the girls, start talking. They talk about who isn't for who isn't doing what, and da 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 da. It's just like, you know, typical. We're gonna see what y'all gonna actually get, right? And so the girls get to arguing. Um, Jocelyn starts talking to Andrea, and she's like, "You are so corny because you told me that she da 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 this that, and the third. You told me that." Like they just started going on and on and on about Andrea, and it's just like Andrea she just sat there. She couldn't do anything. She couldn't do anything about it. She was just like, "Well, how many times are you going to have Andrea?" Talking about Andrea, how many times you're gonna have Danny fight your battles? We can't keep doing this with you. This is ridiculous. I don't know why you're da 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 da. And so Danny's just sitting there and like one small tear rolls down her face. And you was a sucker. You was a sucker. So this, that, and the third. Because she was saying something about Erica. And she talks about the girls who she feels like is not going to be there. Andrea, I don't know if this is just your way of, I don't know if this is just your way of like being made out for TV or what. But girl, I'm so sick of seeing you in this light. And so the girls start getting into it, right? So Kenny not kidding, but I feel like when Danny was crying, like that was just enough for me. That was really just enough for me. So Neek is going at it because she was talking about Andrea, and Nico's at it with Henny, and they're going back and forth. Hennessy is just like, I don't care, like you corny, this and the third. Ocean says up like that, girl. Everybody had said your pussy stink. Everybody had said your pussy stink. This is why you got that one little black guy. I'm not here for girls that don't really want to be here, this, that, and the third. Da, 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 da. And so when Henny and Neek are going at it, Hennessy throws some alcohol at Neek, but it really gets into Russian. So Russian ends up fighting her. Russian, she just continues to fight on Hennessy for whatever reason. Like it's just so annoying. Anytime that Henny is going at it with what you call him, Russian does interject. And that's what she said in the confessional. Every time I want this girl, because Jocelyn was like, hold on, wait a minute. Who do you want? Who do you want? Talking to Hennessy. And she was like, I want her. But she's like, every time that I try to fight, Neek, Russian jumps in. And Russian's like, no, I jumped in this time because she poured alcohol in my eye. Like, all right, you got it that one time. But girl, Russian, one thing she's going to do is insert herself. And so Neek was just like, she was like, oh, but before you made a corny song about me, you did all this about me. She was like, girl, she was like, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. She was like, I didn't make up the song. I just participated. And then they showed the confessional of Russian said, I came up with the song. I printed out these shirts. I did all of this. Like, girl, you did too much. But Neek, even if you didn't do all of the footwork and the legwork, or you still participated. And I know you're trying to ride out for your girl, but I'd have been like, girl, that's corny. Don't associate my name or don't attach me to this. It's simple as that. So they get into it, and then that's when Henny and Ocean start fighting. She's like, I just feel like, you here, I'm here, I'm looking my eye, look at all I have to go through, whatever, just to be dealing with this and this and the third. Y'all don't really want to be here. Blah, blah, blah. So her and Lex get into it because she calls out Lex, like, girl, I'm going through all this and you don't even want to be here. You know what I mean? So Lex kind of looking like, girl, don't do me. Don't do too much on me. You know what I'm saying? Don't do too much on me. So Hennessy, not Hennessy, and yeah, not Hennessy. She's going still back and forth with Neek, but Neek don't shut up. She's like, I'm not shutting up. And so Joseline tell me to shut up. So Neek and Lex kind of got a vibe because she was just like, girl, shut up, be quiet. She's like, girl, I'm not going to be quiet. I don't care about none of this because Lexi be trying to keep it cute, but she was like, girl, I'm not doing none of this until Joseline tell me to stop. And when Joseline tell me to stop, then I'll stop or whatever. Like, it was just a mess. So she was like, Joseline's over, mom. I can't make a decision right now. I can't make a decision right now. It's just too much for me. It's just too much for me. So in the next scene, we have Ricardo and Joseline on the Sprinter or whatever. She's talking to him on FaceTime. She's like, well, who do you think that it should be? And he was like, honestly, I don't know. He was like, well, Raven, I definitely think that she delivered. And she was like, Raven? He was like, yeah, like, whatever. And Jocelyn asked Ricardo, why don't they like Hennessy? And he was just like, I don't know why she don't like Henny. I don't know why. I don't know why. But, they have a little conversation. So they're literally just like in some hotel room or whatever. They're standing up on a line trying to get like to see who actually is going to make it into the cabaret, who's moving on to Dallas. And so, and as the girls are setting up, lined up, like literally on the curb, they're getting text messages. It's getting like, well, did you make the tryout team? Did you make the cheerleader team or whatever? So the first person to get the text was Danny. Okay, the first person to get the text was Danny. The second person was Envy. I'm really surprised because Envy didn't win any challenges. But I think that Joseline understands just a matter of a show and just a matter of keeping the crowd engaged, that she probably need that little cooch trick that she got. So, Envy got that text. The third person was Erica. And the girls are like, really kind of excited and, oh my gosh, I can't believe this, that, and the third. It's it is what it is. And the fourth person that got the message was Raven. And then when Raven got it, Diamond realized, like, okay, well, she knows she's going to get it, but then she realized she didn't. Hennessy got the text. I'm like, wow. And then Henny, it's so amazing because everybody else was like, oh, I got the text. Henny was like, I got the text. Like, she did it like real kind of like menacing. Like, she did it like basically teasing them. Then Rose got it. Like, okay, Rose and Hennessy, like, y'all still made it regardless of what. Y'all need to just chill and rekindle whatever, because Rose was in that confessional shaking her. So then Ocean got it. And I'm just like, girl, I'm confused, but I feel like she need that little token white girl because, she always like, I keep that white girl, Christina Aguilera. And so then after that, we see Andrea. She was the last person to get it because Andrea, she was on her list as the thing. And then Neek was the last person to get it. And that's what it is. And so then who's left over is Diamond, Isis, and Lexi and Russian. And I'm just like, girl, I don't feel bad for Diamond. Diamond knew, she was like, girl, I'm going back home to my son. I think Diamond was a good piece for the show. It's cool to see a familiar face. Diamond, for whatever reason, reminds me of Deja. Don't know why, but she does. Isis, she was salty. She was salty. She walked past Andrea, was like, "Yeah, bitch, because I should smack you, hoe," or something like this. Like, girl, Isis, just go ahead. Go on ahead and take you a bow, sis. Um, Lexi, she kind of just looked like kind of defeated. I ain't gonna lie. She was just kind of like, damn, because Joseline liked Lexi. She did. You could tell she liked her. Russian, she did too much of the follow the leader thing. She really did. I feel like, girl, you gotta understand. You gotta make your connections, but this is a competition at the end of the day, and you let that shit kind of get to your head, sister. So I don't know what you talking about or what you doing, but that wasn't it, mama. And then I feel like in the next week's episode, we're going to see the girls practicing, and we're going to see some people jump off on stage. I think that that's ridiculous and unbelievable. I think they're trying to do whatever they need to do in order to get the ratings and the viewings up, because right now we're really just interested in baddies. Okay, we're really just interested in baddies, which make sure you are hitting the bell notification so you can be notified when I am releasing and when I'm dropping. If you want to become a member of the channel, I released these videos early last night. I think I did. Joseline's Cabaret was already up and available. So I'm getting better with that. So think about joining the channel. I'm going to be switching it up too, because I want to go to the Joseline's Cabaret. I want to start doing like vlog styles. You know what I mean? I think that'd be so cool, because like the day-to-day is when I feel like the most creative, believe it or not. It's when I have like a lot of ideas. I'm working on a lot of different projects right now. I don't know, y'all. Shit is just up. This is the season. Let's get into these final thoughts. Say what you want about it, but Miss Joseline, baby, she's a creator. She's a hustler. She's a grinder. Okay. And she hasn't put that on my chest and all that weird shit she was doing in that studio session with the cocaine. But she is a grinder. She's a hustler. She said she was going to be an international superstar. And I mean, by Zeus measure, she is. Okay, if we're gonna go based off of just subscribers on Zeus, she is. If we're just gonna go based off of her music, Doon Cha Cha, and all of these things, she is. I love a girl who is able to manifest and get what she wants. Joseline is that, and I love that. I love that. Is she Beyonce? Is she Christina Aguilera? No, but can she hit a move? Yes. Is she sexy as hell? Yes. And does she give a good performance? Yes. I love that. Love that. Love that. Let me know what you think. Drop down in the comments. As always, I'm sending you much love and much light, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.